Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your host, Davo, your winning host, Davo. If you listened to last week, spoilers, if you haven't, I won. That's worthy of a celebration.
Hey.
Thank you for the moo. Neil, take it away.
All right. Well, every week we have a theme, and in that theme, I've got 6 categories with 4 questions each. Each question is worth 10 points. There's a few bonus points thrown in from time to time. And then a final question, which is worth up to 100 points. Today's theme is Native Americans.
Really?
Yeah.
Were there many Native Americans in medieval England?
There were not, as far as I know.
Well, there was this one Doctor Who episode. No, wait a minute, that was an Englishman.
Yeah. All right, let's. I'm feeling good about this.
Okay.
You sound like you're really excited.
So you're saying you know a little bit more about medieval England than you do about Native Americans?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, I have to say, Davo, that you've lived here your entire life, as far as I know. And so you should know a little bit about the indigenous people of the United States and North America in general.
I hope it surprises me.
Maybe even some South Americans, too.
Ooh.
And on that note, we're going to start with the history category.
Oh.
Question 1. On the first day that Christopher Columbus was in America on the island of Hispaniola, he seized 6 natives to be servants. Within 100 years, these natives were nearly completely wiped out. What was the name of the native people of the Caribbean? Basically, the tribe name.
Okay.
They spanned all the way from Cuba to the Antilles, including Hispaniola, where Columbus landed.
I'm locked in.
Kels, you're struggling.
Well, I won't do well this episode. I'm gonna tell you now. So I'm like, yeah.
All right, what's your answer, Kels?
West Indians.
Davo?
They were a tribe called Quest.
Wow.
I
And Andy?
think I got this right because because it technically could be 3 different names, but I think because when you said they're spread out and you talked about the Caribbean, you must mean the Arawak, not the Taino. So I wrote down Arawak, but the Taino is the sub-tribe that he met in Hispaniola.
Well, the answer I have is the Taino.
Oh.
Taino, yeah, that's a sub-tribe. I was adding a T.
Okay.
But they're all part of the Arawak tribe. So when you said they're spread out through all the islands.
Hang on, let me...
It's kind of confusing because, as I tell my A-Push class, Native Americans didn't have that sense of the tribe naming like we do, because we're kind of doing our ethnocentric English ideal of everybody's neatly organized into countries. And of course, the Indians really weren't. About the only thing we're organized into is language groups and location, but they never thought of themselves as part of these Indian nation tribes that we have today.
Yeah, you are correct. So the Arawak also are. It does look a little bit vague, but it is a language group as well as a group of people, and the Tainos were also called the Arawak and vice versa. So I will give you full points for that one, Andy.
Thank you.
Well played, old man.
It doesn't hurt that we're studying this right now. We're week 4 of advanced placement U.S. history. So right now, we just started slavery in the colonies is where I'm at with my class. Shout out to Bentonville West, A pushers. Hope you're studying for a quiz right now.
Slavery
in your class.
You mean?
Well, no, in the colonies.
Learning about slavery, or
yeah, because slavery, as we're recording this, slavery started in the colonies exactly 400 years and 1 week ago, with the landing of the White Lion.
I was just joking about your phrasing there. You just started slavery.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. Anyway, question 2. In 1988, the U.S. Congress recognized what Native American confederacy as having been influential in the development of the U.S. Constitution?
Locked in.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Sorry, Davo.
No, that's fine. Okay. I am going to punt.
Oh, my goodness.
Great guy.
Game
question 2. On question 2, this is going to be a good one for Davo.
Andy, what's your answer?
The Iroquois Confederacy.
Oh, I did know that. Darn it.
Kels?
The Iroquois.
Correct answer is Iroquois. That's another one where Iroquois is a language group as well as a kind of overall name for, I think there were, at one point there were 6 different tribes in the Iroquois Confederacy.
Yeah, in the Northeast, and they were the first to really kind of organize as a group, kind of taking a cue from the Europeans that were settling there.
And some of the founding fathers, I think, including Jefferson, were what's the right word? They liked the way that they were they liked the Confederacy, the organization. Thank you. Yeah,
they were super fans.
I mean, as much as a man of their times could be, I suppose.
Jefferson had all their albums.
That's actually true. Question 3. What was the name of the Cherokee man who developed a written alphabet for his people?
You've got to be kidding me.
Locked in.
I know nothing about this. Oh, my God.
He did it about 50 miles from where you're sitting right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Davo.
What? Okay, I have an answer. I'm locked in.
You locked in, Andy, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
Andy.
50 years ago?
No. What?
Where did you get that?
I told Davo it happened 50 miles from where he's sitting.
Oh, okay.
That's not part of the question.
Oh, that's right. All right, then I'm locked in. I'm locked in then. Sorry. I was totally baffled by your joke.
No, just to be clear, the question is, what was the name of the Cherokee man who developed a written alphabet for his people? Period. I didn't put a time frame in there.
Very good.
Okay. Andy?
I think his name was Sequoia, wasn't it?
We'll find out. Kels?
George Gist, a.k.a. Sequoia. B.K.A. Sequoia.
Okay. And Davo?
I said Tahlequah.
Wow.
I think it happened.
Are you making Indian names up now?
No,
that's real.
It's a town in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
I think Tahlequah was the capital of the Cherokee Cherokee Nation at one point.
I was hoping it was named after this really important person I don't know who is.
No, his name is Sequoia.
Great. That's great.
Question 4.
I have to take a moment here. We should use caution because we're dealing with a man that has had very little sleep and certainly not a regular sleep pattern. And I can tell by his voice, this might be the episode that breaks him.
It could be.
He's either going to be sobbing at the end of this or laughing like the Joker. It could go either way.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're not all history questions. Just this first category.
It's true.
Everything else is going to be. A lot of the other ones are going to be more pop culture-y and sports related and stuff. So
it's anybody's game.
It's not over yet. Question 4. What was the name of the spiritual leader of the Indians who fought at the Battle of Bighorn? And for a bonus, what was the name of his tribe?
Oh, the tribe. Da-da-da.
So he didn't go into battle, but he was the spiritual leader.
Locked in.
I'm also locked in.
I'm locked in with something embarrassing.
Okay. Kels, what's your answer?
I wasn't too sure on this one, but I went with Sitting Bull, and I believe he was Sioux.
Okay. Davo?
I guess it wasn't as embarrassing as I thought. I wrote down Sitting Bull, and I said he was a Ute.
And Andy?
You said spiritual leader. I think
Yes.
Sitting Bull was the leader, but Crazy Horse was the spiritual leader. He was the guy that had the dream. He was Lakota.
Well, in fact, Sitting Bull was the gentleman who had the dream, and he was a spiritual leader.
I had it reversed.
Moly.
Of the Lakota tribe.
Lakota.
I had it reversed.
Holy Moses.
Hang on a second. I'm looking something up.
Almost had the sweep.
If you're looking something up that proves me wrong, I don't like it.
Is Sioux a Lakota tribe? Or am I?
Yeah, that's what I was looking up. That's one of the. This is one of the difficult parts of this game. Is Lakota is one of the 3 Sioux tribes of the Plains.
Oh, so okay, that's what it is.
So, Kels, I'll give you 1 bonus point for that one.
That's cool.
Since Andy got it closer.
Yeah, he got it on the nose. Yeah.
And I don't think there's any sense in which the Utes are related to the Sioux. So
they play each other in football every once in a while.
All right. So Sitting Bull was I think he was a little bit older at the time, and he was the draw. All the warriors were coming, and non-warriors were coming to join Sitting Bull, but he didn't actually participate in the fight. All right, at the end of round 1, I've got Andy with 32, Kels with 31, and Davo with 10.
I got one.
On the board, Davo.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Category 2 is art.
Art.
I know what I like.
Question 1. What is the difference between a pictograph and a petroglyph?
Locked in?
Locked in.
Okay. I'm locked in.
Davo?
Oh, no. A petroglyph is on stone, and a picto thing is not.
Okay. We'll see how close the other guys get before I decide how many points to award you. Andy?
Oh.
The first is written or drawn, and the second is carved.
Okay. And Kels?
I said a pictogram is drawn, and the other I have never heard of.
Okay. Well, this is interesting. So the technical difference is a pictogram is drawn. A petroglyph is carved into stone. That's what the petro means, is stone, right?
Yeah.
So Andy, you said drawn versus carved, which is
I did.
right. You did specifically say stone.
I did not say stone. I will admit that.
Did you mean stone?
I was thinking of like on cliff faces to be sure, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I will honestly admit I did not know it was exclusive to rock.
Okay.
If you would have asked me to clarify it in that way, it was exclusive to rock, I would have said I don't think so.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Just kind of more or less arbitrarily, I'm going to give Kels 3 because you got the pictograph part right. Davo, I'm going to give you 5. And Andy 7. Does that sound fair?
Fair enough for me.
I got points out of that. That's super fair.
I will take it.
Yeah, so petroglyph specifically, petro is a I don't know, Greek prefix maybe for rock. That's why like petroleum is rock oil.
Oh, did not know that.
I think I just pulled that out of somewhere, so I could be totally wrong on that, but I believe it's All right, question 2. The Nazca lines are geoglyphs created in the desert of which country?
Oh.
It's the Nazca Desert, if that helps.
I'm gonna lock in.
Locked in. Kind of I've eliminated some. I know what side of the continent it's on.
I'm locked in as well.
All right. Andy?
Peru?
Ooh.
Kels?
I said Chile.
And Davo?
Might be Chile.
I said Peru.
The correct answer is Peru.
Oh, holy cow. Yay, Davo! Teamwork.
Yay!
Go team!
I didn't notice. I don't remember how many individual figures there are, but I did notice that there are over 800 miles of lines that make up all the glyphs. They average about 6 inches deep, and they range from about a foot to 6 feet wide.
Holy Moses.
So there was a lot of effort that went into those.
Well, apparently a lot of it was a cat just got on the keyboard for a few minutes, and that's where a lot of the long lines came from.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I might be making that up.
So have you guys ever heard of Van Doniken? He was a kind of crazy conspiracy theorist guy. He believed that things like the Nazca lines could only have been done by aliens because I guess he assumed that primitive people were too primitive to do anything like that. But there's a prominent skeptic named Joe Nickel he actually went out and made his own similar glyphs with really basic surveying tools and a handful of people, and proved that it was certainly possible for anybody to have made those things if they had the desire to. So they're pretty cool. Question 3. What type of native handicraft, which became popular in the 1980s, was based on the Ojibwe spiderweb charm?
Locked in.
I'm locked in as well.
I'm gonna lock in.
All right, Kels.
I said a dream catcher.
Davo?
I said macrame.
Andy?
I said dream catcher.
The correct answer is a dream catcher.
Yeah, darn it.
Question 4. One of these types of objects portrays the upside down and distorted face of an Exxon CEO.
What?
Yes.
You know we can't see it, right? Locked in. I'm totally guessing. But I think I see what you did here.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. I'm locked in.
That's kind of the reaction I was hoping to get is, oh, I figured it out.
I'm locked in.
Okay, good. Davo?
Totem pole.
Oh, good.
Andy?
I went with totem pole.
And Kels.
Pull this one out my nether regions. Totem pole.
Wow. What was it doing up there?
I don't know.
How do you put your pants on?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to sit down. Yeah.
So there's a bunch of different kinds of totem poles. I didn't realize this. Some of them are spiritual. Some of them are memorial. Some of them are actually funereal. They're using. Sometimes I'll put remains of important people inside of them, and some of them are to make fun or ridicule people. So after the Exxon Valdez disaster in near Alaska, some Native Americans, Native Alaskans decided to put him on a totem pole. So, good job, everybody.
Yeah. We can think laterally.
Yeah. I'm going to put that on my resume.
I feel like you guys are mocking me now, and I don't appreciate it.
Not just now.
No.
We mock you all the time.
All right, at the end of round 2, Andy has 69 points. Kels has 54, and Davo has 35. So Andy has not doubled Dave's score yet.
Haha. Man.
Category 3 is sports. Question 1. One of the most popular Indian games involved passing a ball using sticks with nets on the end. It's still played today and currently has at least 2 professional leagues. What game is it?
Locked in.
Oh, my nephews played this, and I actually played with them once.
And you didn't listen to a word they said the whole time?
Well, it was a while ago. All right, locked in.
All right, Andy?
For some reason, I kept thinking highlight, but I wrote down field hockey.
Okay. Kels?
I said lacrosse.
Oh, it's
and Davo?
Lacrosse.
Correct answer is lacrosse.
Yeah.
Now, a lacrosse ball feels like a pool cue.
Yeah.
They're super dense.
That's
I didn't know
probably
that.
why they wear the helmets.
Yeah, they're not bouncy balls. They're very hard rubber, but they hurt.
My nephews didn't have a helmet for me, but they said I'd be fine.
I mean, couldn't get any worse, I guess.
Right. I mean, I can't remember anybody's name anymore, but, you know.
Esquitarian.
There it is.
All right, question 2. This one has an easy mode if you need it, although I doubt that you guys will. One of the best catchers in baseball and a 2-time league MVP was 1/8 Choctaw. Who was he?
I'll take the easy mode now, thank you.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to submit yet, but I hate to lock in with the wrong thing.
I'll go easy mode as well.
I guess if all your friends do it, you got to do it.
Okay. So you're all... What?
Nah, yeah, I'm going to lock in.
I'm tempted to guess, but no, I need the easy mode.
Okay. So Kels is locked in. Davo and Andy want the easy mode. Easy mode is he played for the Cincinnati Reds.
Dang it.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked in too.
Okay. Kels.
Yeah, I know who it is now. it will probably be Johnny Bench, but I wrote down a 3-time league MVP in Yogi Berra.
Ooh.
All right, Davo.
Johnny Bench.
And Andy.
Yeah, Johnny Bench.
Correct answer was Johnny Bench. Question 3. What was the name of the first Native American athlete to win gold medals for the United States? For a bonus, he won them in Stockholm in what year?
I know who he is, but the Stockholm thing.
What year was that?
Oh no. I know who it is in my head. Oh no.
Blank.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm locked in.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're gonna. I knew who it was immediately, but I can't come up with the Indian tribe. I'm locking in without the bonus.
I didn't say anything about an Indian tribe.
Year,
The bonus is what year did he win them?
Oh no.
I don't think I even wrote down what tribe he was in.
I'm just gonna write down what popped in my head. I'm locked in.
All right, Davo.
I just put down the first name that popped in my head, and that's Red Grange.
Okay, and the bonus?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Andy?
It's Jim Thorpe.
I knew that. Oh, man.
Lord.
But I'm guessing the games were in the 30s, but I for some reason I'm just blanking.
Okay, and Kels?
See, Andy, I think the games were earlier than that. I also went with Jim Thorpe, and I said 1912.
The correct answer was Jim Thorpe, and Stockholm was the games of the 5th Olympiad, which was held in 1912.
Wow, I was way off.
Get it.
Way off.
Oh my gosh.
That one stings.
Interestingly, he lost his medals after it was discovered that he'd played 2 years of semi-pro baseball, and so he technically wasn't an amateur anymore. But the international or the Olympics committee reinstated his medals in 1983. So, do you guys know what competitions he won?
I don't.
Well, he was a running back in football, so I would guess it would be track and field, like
long jump.
What's that?
Long jump and high jump.
He won both the pentathlon and the decathlon.
Oh, jeez.
Did it all.
Yeah, that's well done, sir.
Yeah.
Tip of the hat.
Apparently, he was quite the athlete.
Which event did he win? All of them. Red Grange. Give me a break.
Question 4. What NBA player, the first pick of the 2011 draft, is one quarter Sioux?
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
All right, Andy?
2-time NBA MVP, known for his ability to hang off the rim. Ray Guy. Hang time.
Kels?
Time MVP. Okay. This would be 20th Rookie of the Year and 2016 NBA champion Kyrie Irving.
And Davo?
I had the wrong year. I had Blake Griffin.
The correct answer is Kyrie Irving.
Not Ray Guy.
No, it wasn't Ray Guy. At the end of round 3, Kels has 86, Andy 84, and Davo has 50.
I'm lurking.
In the weeds.
Hanging around.
Yep.
Category 4 is actors.
Oh, okay.
I know one.
Be terrible.
You just know one actor?
Of Native American descent, yes.
Davo, I'll tell you right now, it doesn't count. That guy from the littering commercials was Italian. Yeah.
Yeah, he was not Native American.
So you're
well,
probably...
now I know none.
Wow.
But you know what's sweet? Davo's so frustrated right now. You can't see it, but there's a single tear coming down Davo's cheek right now.
Oh, it's not. It has company. It's not a single tear.
You know, you're going to be kicking yourself if that was one of the questions.
He should.
Yeah, because we've already had that question, so no.
I can reuse a question if I want to.
Oh, wow.
You're not the boss of me.
Boss.
Who the hell you think you are?
I stand corrected. I apologize, Sensei.
I'm the quiz master.
I know, or quiz master, whatever title you have this week, sure. I apologize.
Okay. I think we should take some points away.
I will take 34 points away from Andy, and he's now tied with David.
I like.
All right, let's keep going with this game that we're playing.
Snitches get stitches. Let's go.
Question 1. This Cherokee actor and humorist was born in 1879 in the Cherokee Nation before it became part of Oklahoma.
I'm locked in.
Oh my gosh.
I'm locked in.
See, he's going to sound like the Joker. He's losing it.
I'm locked in.
Okay.
Davo, you're creeping us out over here, buddy.
Oh, this is so bad.
Okay, Kels, what's your answer?
I don't know, and so I said Silky Johnson.
Okay, Andy.
I didn't know he was Cherokee born, but the way you were talking about his career and particularly saying humorist, it's for that time period. It's almost got to be Will Rogers.
And Davo.
I said Mark Twain.
Nope. The correct answer is Will Rogers.
Will Rogers.
Yep.
Heard the name, but I know very little about the game.
Never met a man he didn't like.
It's strikingly appropriate that the only grandpa on the podcast got that answer right.
Wow. Okay. This is how we're going to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Question 2. Will Sampson was a full-blooded Muskogee actor. In his most famous role, he spoke very few lines, including Juicy Fruit. What was that movie? And for bonus, tell me his last name, the character's last name.
Oh, his last name? I could say the first name.
I know you. I figured you could.
I'm locked in.
Last name? I didn't know that came up.
Probably the nurse said it or something.
Yeah.
I see her not participating with the nickname, but I'm locked in.
Andy, what's your answer?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You're talking about Chief, but beyond that, I don't know his last name.
Davo?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. First name The, last name Chief.
Oh, okay. You're doing there. Kels?
Clean sweep. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I didn't know, so I'm hoping for some Chief love.
The correct answer is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. His name was Chief Bromden, Bromden. Question 3. Chief Dan George was nominated for a supporting actor Oscar and a Golden Globe for which 1970 movie starring Dustin Hoffman?
Locked in.
What was the name of that movie?
I'm locking in with a guess.
I'm locked in.
Davo?
Little Eagle.
Oh, so close.
Ooh,
I know.
Kels
I believe it's Little Big Man.
Oh,
and Andy.
my answer's embarrassing now.
Is it Big
It
Little
wasn't
Man?
Midnight
Graduate.
Cowboy?
Oh, wow. No.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, I know. It was a guess.
No, the correct
yeah.
answer is Little Big Man.
Yeah, that's a better
Dave,
guess.
I'm going to give you no points for that because you didn't get the right answer.
Thank you.
Wow.
I got your back, man.
That's twisting the knife there. That's having the knife in, then giving it a good twist.
Question 4. What 2013 film, which won a Golden Raspberry Award for the worst remake, ripoff, or sequel, featured a Native American character who was played by someone who might have some Indian blood or might not? And for bonus, what tribe was the character a member of?
I'm locked in.
Oh man,
I got nothing. Oh, I got this now. Yep, I got it.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. I'm locked in. And for the bonus, I am going to put nothing, but I am locked in otherwise.
Kels?
Said Magnificent Seven, and he might have been Comanche.
Oh,
Andy?
I didn't think of that movie. I wrote down Ray Guy's song. It was a remake of Brian's song. I'm sorry. Starring
Davo?
Ixana Bayul as Native American. It's very confusing.
Well, I'm probably wrong, but I said Lone Ranger.
Oh,
You're probably right.
But that's
7 later. Yeah.
The correct answer is The Lone Ranger, starring Johnny Depp, who probably didn't. I don't think he ever claimed to have any Native American blood until after he was cast for this movie, coincidentally. And then he said something like, I think my great grandmother was either Cherokee or Cree or something like that. So
I'm just going to say this now. That movie is not as bad as people say it is.
Hot take.
I believe it has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I watched it. I was pleasantly surprised. It's not a great film by any stretch of the imagination, but it was entertaining and clever and funny at times. It's not a movie that I would need to own on DVD or want to watch multiple times, but I was glad I watched it. I did not think it was as bad as everybody said it was. And I would also watch Ray Guy's song if they make it, the Ray Guy song.
Tonto was a member of the Comanche tribe in that movie. I don't know what he was in other ones. So, Kels, you lucked into the bonus there.
Yes, I did. I'll take it.
Okay, at the end of round 4, Kels has got 108, Andy 104, and Davo 70.
Lurking.
Anybody's game, Davo.
Let's move on to category 5, which is music.
Yes.
Question 1.
Oh, there's one I'm so hoping you ask.
Question 1. What singer known as Mr. Las Vegas is reported to be 1/4 Cherokee and 1/4 Powhatan? And I've got an easy mode if you need it. I don't know how much that's going to help you.
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay, Davo?
Is everybody locked in?
Yeah.
Wow. I said Wayne Newton.
Kels?
I also said Wayne Newton.
And Andy?
Gotta be Wayne Newton.
It is Wayne Newton. He's performed more than 30,000 shows on the Las Vegas Strip.
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of shows. Okay, question 2. This one also has a easy mode. The mother of this member of the band was a member of the Cayuga and Mohawk tribes. The band is capitalized. That was the name of the band. Just to clarify.
Oh.
You know, the band.
Yep, locked in.
I'd like easy mode, please.
Yeah, I won't get it still, but I'll take it.
Okay, easy mode is that he has a very alliterative name. So if you don't know anybody in the band, then you're probably not going to get this one.
The easy.
There's actually, you know what's interesting is there's a second easy mode. It's the only way I got it. And if you guys are still lost, the band is entirely Canadian except for this one guy. And that's how I figured it out.
The answer to the question is Canadian.
No, I don't think so. Do I have that reversed?
Yeah.
You probably have the wrong answer.
No, I don't think so.
You might be thinking of the drummer.
Oh, you're right. I got him mixed up. You're right. But I still came up with the right answer. I'll be damned. Is he Canadian?
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
I thought he was.
Yeah, because the two tribes that his mother was in were
I've always imagined him not being. Huh.
I'm locked
in. Andy, what's your guess?
Robbie Robertson.
Of course it is.
Davo?
I said Stephen Stills because it has 2 S's in it.
And Kels?
I said Nate Newton. So I figured this would be like
the Nader, as they called him on stage.
Like every answer would be a Newton.
Well, the correct answer is Robbie Robertson. So you guys know, of course, what probably the most famous the band song is, right?
No.
It's called "The Wait."
No.
Okay.
The Wait, Weight. You've all heard it. It's how does it start? Like I walked into Nazareth, was feeling half past dead.
Hello.
Looking for a place to rest my head.
Okay, yeah.
Take a load off Annie.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, so the band's version of that song charted lower than at least 3 other bands' versions of that song. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Jackie DeShannon, but she released a version of it that charted higher. And her version was a little bit more kind of soulful. And then Aretha Franklin did a cover of that song, which charted higher. Hers actually sounds a lot more country.
Hers is pretty cool.
And then the third band was the Supremes with the Temptations did a copy. That's a little bit more funky, as you would expect. Question 3. This 6-time Grammy winner, known professionally as Taboo, has some Shoshone heritage. What group is he primarily associated with?
Really? I have no idea who this is.
Oh, that was the sound of me not knowing. So
no, I concur with Kels.
What in the world?
Taboo, yeah. I don't know if it would help. I could try to come up with an easy mode real quick.
Please. I don't know.
If you got it in you, anything
I got
helps.
none of this.
So I doubt it's Public Enemy.
So how about if I said that the group that he works with, that he's a member of, I think he's the DJ of, is food related.
Food related. I'm locked in. Just in the insanity.
Wait a minute. Okay. This can't be right. All right. You know what? I'm going with it. I am going with this. So this is weird because I know this band and I've never heard of this person. But you said DJ and food related. And that's what I'm going with. I am locked in.
Oh, wait.
Related.
Wait. No, I think I figured it out.
No, I figured it out.
But I'm not sure because I genuinely have. Unless it's the really freaky guy, which makes sense.
No, I locked in with the wrong answer, but I think I know the right answer now.
Parentheses question answer?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if that would have a. Oh! I know it.
And there it is. There it is.
I know it. Fergie Ferg, Apple D App, and my homie Tabo. And I know who said that. Y'all both locked in, right?
Yes.
I am said those words in a song called Go. And I only know him to belong to one band.
Which is?
With the Black Eyed Peas.
Andy?
Black Eyed Peas.
Davo?
I was being jokey and locked in with the Tribe Called Quest again, but it was Black Eyed Peas.
He was one of the founding members and one of the only 3 members that is still with the group called the Black Eyed Peas.
Nice. I would not have gotten it unless you gave me the food clue.
Apparently, he always wears some native jewelry or turquoise or something like that every time he's on stage as part of his, to kind of remember his heritage a little bit, I guess. Okay, question 4. This is one that probably only Andy's going to get, but we'll see.
I hope it's the one I've been waiting for.
Wow.
This singer with Cherokee heritage was married for several years to Chris Christopherson, with whom she won 2 Grammys. She also sang the theme song to Octopussy.
Locked in.
Was it the one?
Nope.
I kind of thought the theme song, I was kind of trying to throw the other guys a bone on that one.
Theme song to Octopussy would be...
I'm locked in.
I know who it's not more than I know who it is. And that's never good.
I have a plethora of who it's not.
It's not almost everybody.
It's one name just is sticking in my head, and I know it's not this person. But I'm gonna write something that I know to be wrong.
Okay, Davo, what's your answer?
Well, it's a little known fact, Sonny Jim, that there was a small contingent of Cherokee in Ireland that spawned the wonderful songstress that is Sheena Easton.
Because Sheena Easton and Chris Christopherson were married. Because you could see how
Very
they
short.
were the perfect couple.
Very, very short marriage. It was more of a marriage of convenience. It was a green card marriage. Just gonna put my 0 down and walk away.
Kels, can you do better than that?
Well, has Sheena Easton done a Bond song?
For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not Octopussy. So
she did 2.
Oh well, I went with Miss Shirley Bassey.
What?
Okay.
Little known fact, Sonny Jim. There's a contingent of Cherokee in England.
Andy.
It's Rita Coolidge.
I don't know who that person is.
She was married to Chris Christopherson for a while.
That's good to know.
Correct answer is Rita Coolidge. I'm old too, and I would never have gotten that one. I don't know. It may be that my Googling skills are just weak, but I had a hard time finding Native American singer musicians that would be gettable in a trivia contest.
I think the one that you missed, the one I was expecting was and it would have been so fun to come up with a question for what band that dressed as British soldiers scored their biggest hit singing about the plight of Indians. And the answer would be Paul Revere and the Raiders with their hit song, Cherokee People, Cherokee Tribe. Too proud to live, too proud to die.
I've never heard of this hit
song. Yeah, it's
Cherokee People,
Dum-bum-bum. Cherokee Tribe. It's a terrible song.
At the end of round 5, Davo has 80, Kels 123, and Andy 139.
No longer lurking, more just hiding on the side of the road.
Well, you're the Florida Marlins.
Hey,
Davo, thanks for playing, though.
I love being here, guys.
Good effort.
You get a lovely dinette set waiting for you.
The last category is geography.
It's sort of like science, isn't it? It's like sneaking science in.
Not really. In fact, some of these are more like history. Question 1. In 1980, the Supreme Court upheld the decision that Mount Rushmore was on the tribal lands promised to this tribe and that the tribe was entitled to be compensated for it. Which tribe?
I'm locked in.
Man, all right. I'm locked in.
You sound really frustrated today, Kels.
I am. I feel like I should be doing better.
Well, Kels, I'm exactly 43 points more frustrated than you.
Thanks for that perspective, Davo. You're peak.
Andy, what's your answer?
Lakota Sioux.
Davo?
I said the Lakota.
Kels?
I said the Dakota.
Okay. I don't think that's a tribe. The correct answer is the Sioux. Specifically, it was the Sioux Nation. But since we already covered the Sioux, the Lakota are part of the Sioux, I'll give both Davo and Andy full credit for that one. So the ruling basically said that the tribe was owed the purchase price of the land as of 1877 when the Black Hills were taken away from them, plus interest, and it came up to something like $17 million or some kind of paltry amount, and the tribe refused the payment.
Oh yeah, and just for clarification, the Eastern and Western Dakota are two of the three groupings belonging to the Sioux Nation.
Since the Dakotas and the Lokotas are both part of the Sioux Nation, apparently, I will give full credit to all of you for getting that one.
Yay.
Thank you.
Question 2. According to oral histories, this island was a place that was used to exile tribe members who broke tribal laws. And there is an easy mode for half credit if you need it.
I'm going to need an easy mode, please.
Hold on.
I am locked in.
I'm locked in.
Man. I will take the kiddie table, please.
The easy mode is that this island is on the west coast.
Ha!
Yeah, I feel better about this.
I'm locked in with an answer.
All right. Davo, what is the answer that you locked in with?
Vancouver Island.
Okay. Oh, Kels, what's the answer you locked in with?
I went with Alcatraz.
Andy?
Alcatraz.
Oh, wow.
The correct answer is Alcatraz.
I had no idea.
Long before the Spanish got there and built a fort, local natives would send tribe members there who've been bad. That was kind of their naughty place, I guess.
We continued that tradition, apparently.
Yeah, that was kind of the whole point of the question.
Well, until Sean Connery busted out of there.
And then busted back in.
And then busted out again.
This one also has an easy mode. Question 3. The third largest U.S. national park after Yellowstone and Death Valley has hundreds of archaeological sites of many different tribes who lived there over thousands of years.
I'll take easy mode.
Easy mode.
Okay.
I got nothing. Unless
I'm gonna lock in.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna go with easy mode.
Okay. Kels is locked in for half price or half points. Davo and Andy. The easy mode is it was the first national park created to protect the local ecosystem rather than to protect the geography.
I'm locked in with something.
I got nothing here. I'm punting.
Davo, are you locked in?
I am.
Okay, what's your answer?
Monument Valley.
Oh,
And Kels?
that's good.
I said Redwood National Park.
The correct answer is the Everglades National Park.
Everglades.
Oh, would have never gotten that.
Wow.
That is the third largest national park. It's like 2,000 square miles or something like that.
Wow.
Huh.
And like I said, there's not much to look at there as far as scenery. It's pretty flat, but the rapid population growth in South Florida was causing massive damage to the area.
Huh.
So it was parkified. Question 4, the last question of the regular game, is what mountain was recently renamed to its original Athabascan name? I need both the Indian and the non-Indian names.
Oh, I know the non-Indian name.
Come on.
Do we get half credit if we know part of it?
I guess so.
Okay.
You're the best game quiz master.
Yeah, you really are. You know what? You're on my Christmas list now.
Aw.
I'm locked in with the half that I know.
I see no shame in it right now. Everybody has done it so far. I'm going to punt on this one. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I'm going to punt on this one. I have no idea.
Hang time.
Thank you for cooperating.
I'm sorry, dude. I was.
Andy, what's your answer?
Mount McKinley, after the assassinated president that put Teddy Roosevelt in the Oval Office.
Yeah. Okay. Davo, what's your answer?
I don't know I don't recall the native name, but Mount McKinley.
Well, the correct answer is Mount McKinley, now named Denali.
Oh.
Also a GMC truck that, I don't know, maybe that's similar. I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty popular. So, yeah. At least they used to be.
At the end of the regular rounds, we have Davo with 95, Kels with 143, and Andy with 164. Okay, here is our final question. I have a list, and you need to give me 10 things off that list. Go.
Guacamole.
No, okay.
Cherokee people. Oh,
seriously, I have a list based on the 2010 census. I have a list of the top 10 Native American tribes. Remember, the census is self-identified, so these are not enrolled members into their specific tribes. They're people that self-identify. And Yep. So I've got the top 10. Try to name 10 of them, and you get 10 points for each one you get right.
Wait just 1 second, Bubba. Yes, it's your friendly podcasting fanatic. Here to shout out my trivia brothers from another mother, the Trivia Rogues. When you get a chance, pop on over to the Trivia Rogues and let Billy and the gang educate you on some things, Bubba. Funk on. And do remember to please look both ways before you cross my mind, baby.
All right, Davo, let's start with you since you're in third place.
All right, here we go. Cherokee, Choctaw, Navajo, Apache, Comanche, Ute, Sioux. Gotta love them Utes, man.
It's just how you take pleasure in saying their name is what's fun.
Yeah.
God bless the Ute of America.
Yeah. Seminole.
Oh.
Illini.
Wow. You really did go to college football.
I really did watch football. I'm hurting. And Nez Perce.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chief Joseph.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Kels.
I said the Seminole, the Cherokee, Osage, Creek, Pawnee, Shoshone, Sioux, Choctaw, Apache, and Navajo.
Your list is much better than mine.
That's a good list.
All right, and Andy.
Living in the Milwaukee area, the first ones that came up to me were the popular tribes around there: the Potawatomi, Menominee, Chippewa, and then Navajo, Iroquois, Apache, Sioux, Choctaw, the Cleveland Indians,
Wow.
and the Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh
So
my
you
God.
didn't pick Cherokee at all?
Yeah. Or Seminole.
I forgot Cherokee. Yeah.
You've only been saying it for the last 3 rounds.
I know. All right. You know what? I didn't get it.
Okay, I've tallied everybody's score. Let me go through the top 10 real quick. A few notable ones. I think, did you all mention? No, you didn't all mention. A couple of you mentioned Seminole. That's like number 19.
Ooh.
Dang it.
Potawatomi, I think, looks like 16.
Rats. They're huge in Wisconsin.
Okay, number 10. Number 10 is Iroquois.
Wow.
Number 9 is Creek.
Oh, I'll take it.
And then Blackfeet, not the Blackhawks.
Blackfoot.
So close there.
Blackfoot.
Apache, Sioux, Chippewa.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is probably the only one that in the top 10 that's not a recognized tribe. Mexican American Indian.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, these are self-identified.
Yes.
Right.
And I think just for reference, 175,000 people refer to themselves as Mexican American Indian.
Okay.
Number 3 is Choctaw.
Mm-hmm.
I think you all got Choctaw. Number 2, Navajo. And number 1 is Cherokee.
Cherokee.
God, I did not put down Cherokee. I really did not put down Cherokee, did I? Wow.
So based on my math, Davo got 5 of those for 50 points, which puts you in second place, Davo.
So this is what triple digits feels like.
Drink it in, Davo.
Kels, by my count, you got 6 of those.
Yes.
Giving you 60 points and 203 total and the lead. Andy got 5.
I thought I got 6. Chippewa, Navajo, Iroquois, Apache, Sioux, and Choctaw.
Oh, you're right. I forgot Chippewa. You're correct. You got 6. It didn't matter either way. You were 1. You got a total of 224 and the win.
Nice. You can't see me, guys, but I'm doing the Cabbage Patch.
I felt it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's why you keep hitting your mic, because you don't know what to do with your arms.
Right.
Well, congratulations, Andy. That was
Thank
a
you.
very good game for some of us.
Good questions.
I am back into my accustomed position of third place. The heady win from last week it's good to keep it real. You know, when you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down.
So you are like,
yes. I sold every single bit of trivia knowledge I have for a new stadium. So from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, this is the Florida Davos with Kels.
minor setback for a major comeback.
Andy.
So long, Ladle Brainers.
And our quizmaster, Neil.
I was looking up Will Rogers quotes, and there's so many good ones. The most appropriate ones, probably everyone is ignorant, only on different subjects. But I think my favorite might be there are three kinds of men. The one that learns by reading, the few who learn by observation, the rest of them have to pee on the electric fence for themselves.
Signing off.
Greetings and salutations to all you good trivia people out there. I know what you're thinking. Hey, I really enjoyed this show. How can I get a little more? Well, here to help you out. You can look up these good people on Twitter at Ladle Brain, or if Facebook's more your deal, you can look them up at Brain Ladle Productions. Hey, they've even got their own webpage. It's brainladletrivia.com. Now, if you're feeling generous, you can join a Patreon, where if you donate $10 or more, you can even get yourself a fancy show invite. How about that? Until we meet again, this has been 44, and I'm glad you joined us. Hope I'm out.
The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.